Hello everyone and welcome to ixamBee. In this video, I'm going to talk about the similarities in NIACL, IBPS and NABARD IT exams. So for all those students who are preparing for the government exams in IT sector, they might have heard about these three exams: NIACL, IBPS SO and NABARD IT. So NIACL notification is out now. You guys can fill the form and can see what the pattern look like, and if it suits you, you can fill the form and apply for the job. For IBPS SO, it will come late this year and like in the month of November, December, and then you can fill the form. Same for the NABARD IT as well. So keeping these three upcoming exams in mind, I want to show you some kind of similarities for those students who are preparing for all these three exams. See, what happens when you are preparing for IT exams, it is like most of the 60% syllabus is same. The pattern differ in all the exams, but yes, most of the time, more than 60% of the syllabus is same. So we need to understand what are the common areas where we should invest our time in order to get the fruitful results in the future. So I'm going to talk about that only. Before going to get into the entire thing, first I will talk about the syllabus that you need to cover for all the three exams. So one is the NIACL, one is the IBPS SO, and other is the NABARD. Okay, so for NABARD, the NABARD gives you the syllabus, like a printed syllabus is given, what all topics you have to cover and whatever things you have to cover for this exam. Like they have a list of chapters and the topics which you have to cover. So for NABARD, we have pretty much an idea what is going to be the syllabus. However, the syllabus is not actually concrete. It is kind of an abstract thing because they'll mention something like operating system, they'll mention like DBMS, they will mention like artificial intelligence, but they don't mention what you have to learn inside that. For example, they also mention the numerical statics in this NABARD exam, but they never ask question from that area. So there is a lot of things that they have given as the syllabus. Also, they have mentioned that the syllabus is not exhaustive, so they can ask from anything else as well. But yes, they have given you some sort of understanding to have an idea on the syllabus. Okay, but here under the syllabus of NABARD, they have given more than 30 plus chapters that you have to understand and read. But in actual exam, if you look at the previous year things, there is no such clause. You will hardly get the questions from more than 10 plus topics. Okay, so you need to understand all the topics, but in detail, you need to understand more than 10 topics only. Okay. This was about the NABARD because NABARD actually gives out a syllabus in the printed format. Now, what about the NIACL and IBPS SO? So in NIACL, basically, you will have 40 questions from the professional knowledge, and in IBPS, you will have 60 questions from the professional knowledge. The 40 questions from the professional knowledge and the 60 questions from the IBPS in like for professional knowledge, they don't have any syllabus. There is no syllabus. They just write as PK, that is the professional knowledge. You have to learn professional knowledge. They haven't given what to cover under that area. So when it comes to the syllabus thing, you don't have any line, you don't have any kind of idea from where to start for the syllabus. But in NABARD, at least you have some idea. Now, how we will proceed when we don't have any idea on the syllabus, because syllabus is the first thing that comes in our mind that actually decides whether we have to give this exam or not. And when we don't know the syllabus, it is very hard for us to understand whether we should go for this exam or not. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss this thing. Points that you should know about these exams. So I think we are talking only about the syllabus, so I will just focus on that only. So what I do, I make two lists basically for every exam. I make two lists. One list is the primary list, okay, and the other one is the secondary list. Okay, primary list is of the first importance and the secondary list is of the second importance. So there are some topics and some chapters which comes under the primary thing, and there are some chapters and topics which come under the secondary list. This comes from the point of view of the weightage. So you have to understand that what weightage your syllabus is giving to you, like what topic, how much you are getting out of it. It is defined by the efficiency, basically how much input you are giving in a particular topic and how much output you are getting out of that topic. So we'll define by the efficiency, how much efficient is it to learn a particular topic to get maximum marks. So coming to that thing, our primary list will contain, first of all, the data structures. Data structures are the most important thing that you need to cover. Then the second one will be the programming concepts. So whatever are the programming concepts, you have to understand them, for like loops, for like conditional statements, for like recursion, for like function callings, OOPS concepts, these things. Okay. So here you can learn about the structural language and for the OOPS concepts. These both are there. Then the third one is the database management system along with the SQL. So these two things comes as in package. So whenever you are studying DBMS, you also have to finish the SQL at that point of time. Okay. So these are the three basic must do chapter in the primary list. Then in the secondary list, I will give you some topics, and then we will again get back to some topics for the primary list, because then we will be moving away from this slide. So the very first topic under the secondary thing is the data analytics for me. Data analytics. You have to understand this topic, why it is secondary. It is important, but yet it is not asked in so much detail. So if you have the upper knowledge of the data analytics, where you understand R, Tableau, and the concepts related to that, you will be able to understand this. Then the second one is the Linux and the Unix operating systems basic commands. Okay, so you have to understand these also. Then you will be able to like get the questions which are asked on the concepts of the commands based. Okay, after that thing, after data analytics and the Linux and these things, there comes the web technology part. So web technology is also one of the important thing, but it comes under the secondary, because there will be definitely the questions from this particular topic. But yes, it will not take so much time to understand. If you just give it 4 to 5 hours to web technology, it is more than sufficient. You can finish that thing. Now, coming back to our primary list, I will denote it as the number 1 again. So in the primary list, the fourth topic will be the networking. So networking is very, very, very important. The fourth topic is networking. The fifth topic that you consider under this is the algorithm. This is also damn important. Algorithm is the chapter which you have to understand. There will be questions directly on the runtime complexity, the space-time complexity, and you have to understand them all. After doing these 5 things, you will be able to cover more than 50% of the syllabus, or I'll say rather 60% of the syllabus. Now, what else you have to go in detail? That is the shell scripting. Shell scripting. Okay, this is also one of the very emerging topics that you have to cover. Then, if I get back to the secondary list, so here you are having the fourth topic, which is mentioned as the like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the deep learning concepts. Here you will include the concepts of Hadoop. Here you will include the concepts of big data. Here you are going to follow the patterns on the blockchain and everything like that. These comes under the miscellaneous topics, which actually are kind of a current affair for your entire exam. Now, under this primary, there is one more as the 7th, that is the cyber security. This is very important because this is one of the major issue in every industry, how to make our system robust and safe. Okay, now if I talk about the 5th topic in the miscellaneous one, this can be related to some basics integral concepts which will combine everything at once, like digital concepts also are there. So digital concepts are there, digital logic design, some gate information, some those things are there. So these are the important topics that you have to know. When I say secondary topics, I doesn't mean that you can leave these topics. The basic classification criteria is that first you have to complete the primary topics and then you have to complete the secondary topic. Believe me, if you complete these 2 topics, like here the 7 and here the 5, that is actually the 12 topics, you will be able to cover more than 80 to 90% of the syllabus. For NIACL, for IBPS, and for NABARD, you will be covering more than 70% of the syllabus. So now what you guys have to do, if you are preparing for these 3 exams, you have to prepare in an organized manner. You have to understand where you have to put your focus on and where you have, which topics you can cover on later. These are the must-do topics. You have to do it. If you go to the exam without preparing these topics, you will be in a bad shape. Also, there is one more topic that I forgot to mention under the primary topic is the operating system. Operating system is also very important. You have to complete it entirely. Okay. So, This was the kind of similarity that you have. Coming to the pattern of the exam, the pattern of IBPS and NIACL are somehow similar. So I will place the IBPS and NIACL as one thing because they both ask the professional knowledge in the phase 2 only. Okay, and that too in the MCQ format. But in NABARD, it is not like that. NABARD is also asking the professional knowledge in the phase 2, but it has two papers. One is the MCQ one and one is the descriptive one. Okay, so that's why I keep these two things in one bundle and this one is in other. Now, once you prepare everything, you have to start giving the mock test so that whatever you have understood, you are able to convert that into the result. For NABARD, the descriptive part is very important because you have to maintain a good typing speed because the word limit is from the 400 to 600 words for the technical questions. So definitely you have to get a lot of readings, you have to get a lot of understanding because you are going to write a big essay kind of question in the NABARD. But none of these follows in IBPS and NIACL. If you are good in finding out the options, correct option out of the MCQ multiple choice question, you are there in this list. Okay, so that was all about from my side for the similarity thing and an analysis how to give these three exams in parallel or how to actually prepare for these three exams. If you like this video and you want more such videos on these topics of IT, just do like the video for our motivation and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. Now, prepare 50% faster with ixamBee because you will have ready-made course content. If you have any doubts, you can mention in the comment section or you can reach out to us at hello@ixamBee.com or at the number which is flashing on the screen right now. If you want to check our demo course, you can go to the www.ixamBee.com and there you will get all the demo contents that are being available there. So all the best for your future. Keep practicing and stay updated.